All right, I wanted to get on this morning and talk about just reflection in life and how things can change pretty quickly. I don't have Brian this morning, and there's a reason for that because he's dealing with some personal tragedy that we all kind of go through, and I've experienced some. I don't know if I call it tragedy, but some hard times in the past few months. And I've talked about it in some other episodes where I really had to find a way to deal with that. And it wasn't just something that I could go out and fix by myself. It took a lot of just looking in to myself, taking other people's, I don't know if it's advice, but just what can you do in that moment or in the next few days or the next week or the next month that will help at all. Really, what I found, and I told this to Brian well, the last couple of days, is just look. I don't know if it's looking within yourself, but what can you do that just makes the world a better place? And when you think about it like that, and you can put good things into the world, and the example I told Brian, and one I do whenever I go out on the road is you drive past a person that is asking for money or asking for help of any kind, and you drive past them. Maybe you drive past them in a different lane, and you can't actually stop and give them anything, give them any money, or give them some food. Make the effort to see them, turn around, and get in that other lane and be able to give them something. And the point of that is, it really, I mean, what does that take? That takes 5 minutes, maybe even less. But when you can do that, be aware of doing that, and give back in that way, in a simple way. And there's other things you can do besides that, but that's one simple way that you kind of give back, and it's it's the karma kind of thing. And I don't know if there's a better way to say it that have people understand, but it's just putting good things out there and then just kind of having the thought that it'll come back in troves for yourself. So it's one thing to do that and kind of have that time to think that it's going to come back. But even if it doesn't, you're already making a difference, right? And you're already changing to be better. And the thought is to do that and not necessarily expect anything back, but it's something for you to do and an action you can do that will not necessarily take your mind off of what's going on in your life, that tragedy or that difficult time in your life, but you are making someone else happy, which it's better than kind of sitting and just within your thoughts and thoughts that may not be great, and you can kind of put great things out into the world, especially when you have things that are going on in your life that are very hard. So to kind of conclude, it's it's tough. I know it's tough. I'm still going through it, but I make an effort to just reflect every day, pray every day, and the prayer is it's not necessarily and it's not the most important thing. The prayer is to remind myself to do great things, to do good things, to be able to put in the world, and it'll come back to me and my family. And when you do those great things, have if there's someone that you're trying to help or anything like that, have them in mind when you're doing it, and believe that it'll come back in droves. But really, if it doesn't, just remember that you have a helping hand in making the world a better place, even if it's a little thing. And that's better than just sitting there and just bad thoughts and just kind of being just nothingness and sadness. And it's something that will get you through the dark times. And I can kind of talk about that from experience. So make the effort. It you're gonna feel it when you do it. You're gonna feel that you're helping. You're gonna feel that you're making a difference. And when you're going through that tough time, you can think back on those things and say that you did those great things, not expecting anything back, but it pushed you to do it because you needed help getting through that time, and you realize that other people are going through very tough times as well, and you putting that out in the world, it really helps. I don't know if negate is the right word, but it helps yourself and the people around you, your community, and just other humans. So that's the short message that I gave to Brian, and I wanted to give out there. That things change very quickly in your life, and you don't really expect bad things to happen, obviously. And Brian says this all the time: bad things happen to good people. But the more good you can put out there, I believe that that good will come back to you. And really, if it doesn't, this process will help you get you through it. So even if those good things like you giving a few bucks to someone out on the street, or you giving them a meal out on the street, that in itself is going to help you get through these tough times because you're going to feel it within yourself that yes, I just did something good, and it's a stepping stone to maybe doing more, but that's not something that you need to worry about right now. That's that's something that in the future you can think about doing. But right now, I'm gonna help this one person that's in front of me, uh, and give a little bit back to them. And with doing that, some of the bad thoughts will be easier to deal with. So that's what I want to come on and say today. That it will pass. Those tough times with time. Obviously, you need that time, but if you need something to help you get past it, this process helped me, and I'm on a journey to continuing to give back as much as I can. and it's not it's not 100% of my time thing, right? It's whenever I can give back. I see someone on the street. I have some time that I can dedicate to maybe volunteering in the future, or uh, someone on the street needs help shoveling, or there's just something good that you can do that maybe other people wouldn't. It 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 makes a difference. All right, everyone, go out and enjoy the day.